Well, if you want to know what's been going on around here, got a little work to do. That's a pile of debris and a pile of grapevines. There's a whole ton of those. They were everywhere, all through there. You probably see it. It's still there where I haven't taken it out. But this is one massive tree. I'm going to measure it in a minute, but I'm trying to get this stuff cleaned up. There's a lot of work here. So, I mean, you could see roughly how big it is. Thing's huge. I'll measure the stump and try to get some idea of how big this thing really was. But it's absolutely huge. Big old oak tree. Well, as you can see, it's 4 foot across. The way I'm holding this, I can't focus or zoom in much. But there's 4 feet. Okay, so yeah, pretty big. Okay, even with a chunk taken out of it. All right, big chunk taken out. This thing shows about 12 feet. I know it's hard to read. Let me see if I can do this. There you go. Okay, so it was at least that before these chunks were taken out. It had to be about 15 feet around. Wow. Well, here we go. Work, work, work. All right, so I was a couple of feet off. You see the tape measure all the way up there. The stump is right next to it, so essentially there's no difference there. All the way down the tree, all the way down here. This piece broke off, but it's almost directly underneath the break. But it's also still 8 inches around or so. Let's see what we got down here. It's saying, well, we'll just go right here. 62 feet. That's what we got. 62 feet. Crazy, huh? That's big. Biggest tree I ever had to cut up in little pieces. Should get some firewood out of it. We're getting a little pile going. So, lots of work to do. There's a big couple of branches on this side, on the left side here. And I got a lot of the debris out. You should have seen it. I mean, it was up there pretty high in the air. I got a lot of it down. But still a lot of vines and stuff I got to clear out so that I can walk safely through here while I'm working. So yeah, that's what we're doing here on the homestead. Well, you can see how big some of these branches were. Here's my boot, size 13. That's just one of the branches I had to cut off there. It's huge. This thing's up to shoulder height right here. That thing's a monster. I don't know what. I don't even know how I'm going to cut it all up. It's so huge. I never did anything that's big. You can see some of it was about ready to fall off. So, yeah, crazy. We'll get it. Eventually, we'll get it. Well, I think I got about enough for a truckload. That should be good enough to fill up the bed of my truck. I'll do that, and there's some on the other side of that log right in the middle. So we'll get that out of there and start fresh in the morning. Starting to get cleaned up. I'm working on it. Now all I got to do is split it. Well, then stack it. So, yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Anyway, that's enough for me. That's one day. That's good enough. Looks a little better. A ways to go, though. There's your new home logs. Well, there you go. Another half a row or so. Almost full. Just the way we like it. I can put some on the overhangs though. On the other side, I could put it up here if I wanted to. I can put some plastic on it. It's a pretty big overhang on purpose. So we'll see what needs to be done. But I'm almost done winterizing.